This intersection is known for red light runners and regular crashes. It's to the point where a lot of people won't even drive through here because it has such a negative reputation. And this week's events confirmed those fears with 2 back-to-back crashes. A Fresno City garbage truck blowing through a red light on Friant Road Wednesday, T-boning an SUV. And that's just 2 days after this white SUV ran the same red light, hitting 2 cars. But these crashes are no surprise to neighbors. What's surprising is that these are the first crashes here in more than 4 months.
It's really weird because in the beginning, about 3 years ago, we had a crash almost every month. At least one.
Dan Wells live streams the intersection on his YouTube channel, Friant Roulette. His goal? To raise awareness about dangerous drivers.
We get a lot of comments from people who now just avoid that intersection.
This right turn light onto Shepherd is green most of the time, even when those other lights are red. Wells' theory is that the drivers are getting confused. They're seeing that green light, thinking that's their turn to go, so they're blowing through those red lights. His suggestion is that the city makes that green light yellow. The city reduced the speed limit on Friant in 2024. Wells says the 4-month stretch of peace proves some of the city's efforts are working. But he says this week's crashes prove there's more work to be done.
We actually just came from a meeting a few minutes ago with Public Works talking about the implementation of our plan, which will total about $2.5 million, and it's directly invested into making Friant and Shepherd the most easily understandable, user-friendly version of itself that it can be.
Nick Richardson is the Fresno City Councilman over the Friant-Shepherd area. He says they're going to move this wall along Friant back to increase visibility. They're also planning to make this a protected right turn to reduce confusion.
We finally have something that we think is going to be a huge step in changing the perceived safety of that intersection and hopefully saving some property and at best maybe saving a life that otherwise would have been in jeopardy.
I reached out to the city about the garbage truck crash because it was one of their city employees involved. They say they don't discuss those private personnel matters publicly. We're going to continue to follow the city's planned improvements for this intersection as they begin construction. In Fresno, I'm Brianna Bias, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.